Hi guys, I am going to try to explain in just a few minutes the difference between simple, complex, and compound sentences. This is something that came up on our grammar sheet this week, and we haven't had a chance to talk about it a lot in class before now. So this is the way I would explain it if I was in class with you. And we're going to keep it pretty simple, and then if you want another explanation or to dive a little bit deeper, I'm also going to give you a link to another video, okay? So first we have simple sentences, and they're just like they sound. They're simple. There's not going to be a lot in them. You're going to have a subject and a predicate. We have talked about this a lot in 3rd grade and in 2nd grade. A subject, so we know who or what we're talking about, and a predicate, we know what they're doing, okay? Here are my examples. Okay, and I'm going to attach this page as well. It's a really helpful reference. So, simple sentences. The boys went to the park. We know who the boys, and we know what they did. They went to the park. The next sentence, we like pizza. Look at that, only 3 words. We know who, and we know what we like or what we do, okay? So basically a simple sentence is one idea. We are sharing one simple idea. Okay, now for a compound sentence, I really always think of compound words. Think about a compound word. We've talked about those in class. A word like, let me think, wheelchair, okay? This is a compound word because it's made out of 2 separate words. Wheel can be a word all by itself. Chair can be a word all by itself, but we put them together and it changes the meaning just a tiny bit. A compound sentence is the exact same way. It's 2 ideas, 2 separate ideas, which could be separate. They would make sense by themselves, but we can connect them and turn them into a compound sentence, okay? Here are examples of that. So, the boys went to the park, but they did not go to the zoo. Our 2 completely separate ideas would be, the boys went to the park, period. They did not go to the zoo, period. That gives you 2 separate ideas, but they're not connected. To turn it into a compound sentence, we use a connecting word. We call them conjunctions. Words like but, so, for, and, okay, and we can see those examples down below. Our other sentence, we like pizza and we like spaghetti. These are 2 separate ideas which could work on their own. We could make a sentence, we like pizza, period. Another sentence, we like spaghetti, period. But it's going to sound more interesting if we connect those and turn it into a compound sentence. Okay, and the next, last category, I suppose you'd say, are complex sentences. And luckily for us, they aren't as complicated as they sound. So a complex sentence is when you have 2 separate ideas, but one of them wouldn't make sense without the other. They have to be connected or else they don't make sense, okay? And again, they're connected with conjunctions, but usually those tricky connecting words come at the beginning of the sentence. Let me share some examples. So our complex sentence, because the boys went to the park, they did not go to the zoo, okay? This makes it so that there are 2 separate ideas, but they really have to go together. We couldn't separate it and say, because the boys went to the park, period. That that would not make sense on its own. We have to follow it with, they did not go to the zoo. Now we know why the because is there. This is why I tell you in class not to start sentences with because. If you're not careful in the way you write them, they will end up not making sense. But this is a way we can do it. Okay, our second example here, the boys did not go to the zoo because they went to the park. Again, if we separated it, we could say the boys did not go to the zoo, period. We can't say because they went to the park. That piece doesn't make sense on its own. Okay, it has to be connected, and that's what makes it a complex sentence. Really, really look for these words, things like after, before, because, although, when. Those are our connecting words, conjunctions, and lots of the time you see them at the beginning of a complex sentence. So real quick, let me switch over here. Real quick, simple sentences only have a subject and a predicate. They're giving you one main idea. A compound sentence is two ideas which could be completely separate, or you can choose to put them together. With words, look for words like and, so, but. Okay, those are big ones. And a complex sentence are two separate ideas, but they really have to go together for them to make sense. And look for more conjunctions, words like after, before, however, when. Okay. All right. Hopefully that helps. And there's another video that I'm gonna share the link with, which helped me a lot too, because sometimes I need a refresher. All right. Bye.